We have one more speaker from the Youth Front for Palestine about what action people can be taking, and then John will prepare people for the march. Okay, and keep it, if you're cold, have some tea or coffee or hot water.
Week after week, we've been here every Saturday. I look out now, I see people that I've never met outside of this context, but I come here on a Saturday in whatever conditions, and I know that I'm going to see those same faces because we care for each other and we care about Palestinian liberation and Palestinian resistance. Our solidarity every Saturday gives me strength, but what is that strength if we do not use it to take action outside of these Saturday demos? Our solidarity is only meaningful if it is acted on throughout our lives, day to day. We know that Israel does not act in isolation. It acts as part of an international imperial system. It is an imperial project and it is supported by the United Kingdom. It's supported by many countries, but I want to focus on the United Kingdom and how we relate to that. We need to understand our role in this. We have seen as the established political parties across the world and within this country have sat back, paid by our money, and they have sat back and they have enabled the ongoing atrocities and the genocide of Palestinian people. I think about this all the time. What language do we use? Enabling, complicity, none of it feels strong enough. Language cannot be strong enough for what has been going on since the 7th of October and the 75 years before that. How can we describe that in a way that reflects what has been going on a daily basis? Our solidarity at demos needs to lead to action. We draw strength from each other every Saturday, but we employ that for the rest of the week. The day after this, the day after that, and we keep doing this until Palestine is free. What can we do? People have been doing this. Last week I had a conversation with someone who had legitimate frustration. He'd been to the Saturday demo and he's like, we're not doing enough. No, we're not doing enough. But know that people in Manchester have been acting. They have been acting through the weeks. They have been acting time and time again, and they've been acting and we have been winning. We've been winning. Remind yourselves of this. It's too easy to feel helpless. It's too easy to feel like what we do has no impact, because that is how the political establishment wants us to feel. They want us to feel like we can have no impact on this situation. But why then, when after years of campaigning, Puma announced that they're going to cut contracts with the Israeli FA, why, when they announced that, did they insist that it has nothing to do with campaigning, that it has nothing to do with sustained action? They do that because people that profit off genocide, people that profit off occupation, are terrified of people like us actually realising that our action has real consequences. These are capitalist powers, and we know how to act and how to affect them. Local people have been doing that consistently. Just this week, there's been multiple actions in this city against private companies that are profiting off Israeli genocide and occupation. On Monday, we went to a new target. BNY Mellon invests over £10 million in weapons factories that supply the Israeli army with the equipment that they need to continue the genocide of Palestinian peoples. Local people went there and raised that issue, highlighted it. Ignorance isn't an excuse. We're highlighting these issues, and we will go back, and we will go back there until we force them to do what they have a responsibility to do. They will never act out of a feeling of moral conscience, because we would never be in this situation in the first place if they would. They will act when we consistently boycott their activities, their financial interests. On Thursday, we went after the next target. AXA Insurance are one of the biggest European investors in Israeli apartheid. They have an office in this city. How can we go home after a Saturday demo? How can we go home and feel like our action, our solidarity is done for the week, when we know that these private private sector profiteers are sat in our city making money off investing in an apartheid regime. How can we stand for that? We can't. Find out what is happening in your local area. Find out, because people are acting, but we need to be more. It needs to be more frequent. We need more people involved. We need to be boycotting any company or any tie with the Israeli occupation. It's the bare minimum. As an individual, it's one of the most powerful and easy things that you can do to take action. We heard just before me about our socialist comrades. I don't want to get distracted too much, but know that there are local groups in Manchester led by Palestinian people that focus on resistance and they focus on Palestinian liberation. There are certain other groups that use this as an opportunity to co-opt a movement and bolster their own ranks. Be mindful of this. At the end of every demo, the Palestinian groups will hand around sign-up sheets. Sign up, get involved. We will contact you. We will get you on board with this movement for a free Palestine, because it will be free, and it will be free because of the ongoing Palestinian resistance in Palestine. We are a part of that, and we need to act. We resist together until Palestine is free. Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Big round of applause there for the last speaker!